The earth trembled. Dust choked the air. A wave of steel and fury crashed against the enemy line. Welcome to Cryptic Mystic Vault, where we unravel the secrets of ancient mysteries. The Pandya warriors had arrived. Their war cry, a guttural roar, echoed across the battlefield. At the heart of the maelstrom, towering above the fray, marched the war elephants. These living battering rams, adorned with armor and bearing screaming warriors on their backs, smashed through enemy ranks. Behind them thundered the cavalry, a tide of mounted warriors wielding lances and swords, riding down any who dared stand. The Pandya army, bearing the proud emblem of the fish, was a force of nature unleashed. For centuries, they dominated the battlefields of South India. This is their story. The origins of the Pandya dynasty are shrouded in the mists of time. Legends abound, tales whispered by the wind and etched into ancient stone. Some say they descended from the celestial fish, a symbol of prosperity and strength. Others claim they rose from humble fishermen, masters of the sea who turned their skills to conquest. Whatever their true beginnings, the Pandyas emerged as a force to be reckoned with in the fertile lands of South India. They established their domain in the southernmost region of the Indian peninsula. This land, known as Tamilwarriors, became the heartland of their empire. The early Pandya kings were not content with a life of fishing and farming. They were ambitious, driven by a thirst for power and a desire to expand their realm. They looked beyond their borders, their eyes set on the rich lands held by their neighbors. This dedication to martial prowess would become a hallmark of the Pandya Dynasty, shaping their destiny for centuries to come. The Pandya army was not simply a collection of soldiers, it was a well-oiled machine, honed to a razor's edge through rigorous training and iron discipline. At the heart of this war machine were the warrior clans, the Kalar and Maravar. These fierce warriors were renowned throughout South India for their bravery, their fighting skills, and their unwavering loyalty to the Pandya crown. The Kalar, masters of guerrilla warfare, were the bane of their enemies. They would melt into the jungles and hills only to reappear when least expected, striking swift and deadly blows before vanishing once more. The Maravar, on the other hand, were the shock troops of the Pandya army. They were renowned for their ferocity in close combat, their skill with the sword and spear unmatched. From a young age, boys from these clans were immersed in the art of war. They were trained in the use of various weapons, from the humble spear and sword to the deadly chakram, a razor-sharp throwing disc that could decapitate an enemy with terrifying ease. They learned to ride horses and elephants, becoming one with their mounts. The Pandya army was more than just a fighting force. And at the forefront of every battle, leading their warriors to victory, were the war elephants. No image struck more fear into the hearts of the Pandya's enemies than the sight of their war elephants thundering across the battlefield. These colossal beasts, draped in armor and bearing howdahs filled with archers and javelin throwers, were the ultimate weapon of ancient warfare. The elephants would smash through enemy ranks, their massive tusks goring and trampling anything in their path. Behind them, adding to the chaos and carnage, came the Pandya cavalry. Mounted on swift horses, these warriors were a force of nature, their lances and swords reaping a bloody toll. The Pandyas were masters of cavalry warfare, using their mounted warriors to outmaneuver and outflank their opponents. They understood the importance of speed and mobility on the battlefield, and their cavalry gave them a decisive edge in countless engagements. The combination of elephants and cavalry was a testament to the Pandyas' military genius. They understood the strengths of each force and used them in perfect harmony to achieve victory. This deadly combination made their army one of the most formidable fighting forces in the history of India. The battlefields of South India echoed with the clash of steel and the roar of war elephants for centuries, a testament to the Pandyas' martial prowess. They clashed with their arch-rivals, the Cholas, in a series of bloody conflicts that shaped the destiny of Tamilwarriors. They fought off invaders from the north, defending their homeland against the might of the Delhi Sultanate, and they carried their banners across the sea, conquering parts of Sri Lanka and establishing their dominance in the region. One such clash, etched in the annals of history, was the Battle of Talikota. Despite the eventual defeat of Vijayanagara, the Pandya warriors fought with legendary courage and tenacity, their name becoming synonymous with bravery and martial skill. The Pandyas were patrons of art, literature and architecture. They built magnificent temples, some of which still stand today as a testament to their grandeur. The Pandya kings understood that true power lay not just in military might, but also in the flourishing of their culture and the well-being of their people. The sun, which had shone so brightly on the Pandya Empire for centuries, eventually began to set. Internal strife, succession disputes, and the relentless pressure from new, ambitious kingdoms led to their slow decline. The once mighty Pandya army, weakened by infighting and a lack of strong leadership, found itself unable to resist the rising tide of new powers. By the 16th century, the Pandya Empire had fallen, its territories absorbed by the Vijayanagara Empire and other rising powers. The once mighty warriors who had struck fear into the hearts of kings faded into the mists of time, their stories becoming legends whispered by the wind. But their legacy lived on. The martial traditions they pioneered, the skills they honed, and the courage they displayed continued to inspire generations of warriors in South India. The Pandya Dynasty, though gone, left an indelible mark on the history and culture of South India. Imagine a world where the Pandya warriors had continued their reign. Their mastery over elephants and cavalry would have influenced global warfare strategies, making mounted units and war elephants a staple in armies worldwide. Trade routes would have flourished under their control, leading to a more interconnected ancient world. The cultural and architectural advancements of the Pandyas would have spread far and wide, leaving a lasting legacy on art and infrastructure. The world as we know it would have been vastly different, with the Pandyas playing a pivotal role in shaping history. In this alternate reality, the Pandyas would have established a golden age of prosperity and peace, their influence extending beyond the Indian subcontinent to the far reaches of the known world. Their strategic military innovations would have set new standards for warfare, while their contributions to art, literature and architecture would have inspired countless generations. The Pandya Empire, with its unparalleled strength and wisdom, would have been a beacon of cultural and technological advancement, guiding humanity towards a brighter future. As we reflect on this imagined legacy, we are reminded of the potential that lies within every great civilization. The Pandyas, though their time has passed, continue to inspire us with their story of resilience, valor, and vision. They remind us that history is not just a record of what was, but also a canvas of what could have been. If you enjoyed this exploration of history, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating insights.